Coming up on Relatables. When your girlfriend gets mad at you for being on your phone, but she was literally just on her phone, but you can't be mad at her because you're low-key just a chill guy. Gotta go with the flow on these ones, man.
Jake and Artie, the Relatables party.
The Relatables podcast is hosted by myself, Oddie Clark, a.k.a.
Mummy.
and my partner in crime, Mr. Jake Craig, a.k.a. Daddy. All right, everybody. Thanks for tuning in once again. As some of you might know, we were just in LA.
Yes.
But when we were going there, we got off the flight and I got interrogated by the immigrations officer.
You did? That guy was, I would like to point out, kind of a dick.
He was an asshole. And he started asking me all these questions of like too many questions about my holiday, like where I was going, when I was going, like how I was getting there. And then he asked me like, where am I staying? And I didn't know because Jake booked the Airbnb. And I was getting a little bit pissed off. So Jake had to do his immigration officer thing.
I got roped into Oddie's
And then he came over to mine. And the guy was thinking we were going to get drunk and how are we going to get home? How do I know how to get home without the address? And you know what I felt like telling him?
What?
I'm just a chill guy.
Come on. Come on, man. I'm just a chill guy.
I'm just a chill guy.
I'm just here for a holiday.
Yeah.
Just a chill guy. He was a bit of a dick.
He was an arsehole.
The guy that we went up to two separate like TSA offices.
Yeah.
And the guy I had, man, I could tell he was sick of his shit.
Yeah, he was.
And he just was like, he puts his hand out for my passport and I gave it to him and like he didn't ask me a single question. He just goes, stand in front of the camera. And I was like, oh yeah. And he just like, I had to like do like 4 fingerprints and then my thumb. And then as soon as I finished doing like my thumb, that's when I heard you just be like, Jake, where are we staying?
Yeah.
And I said to the guy, I was like, oh, sorry, I just got to go give my mate the address we're staying at. Is that all right? And then he goes, oh, yeah, like I can see it here.
Yeah.
Like because we put it in before we left. And so the guy that you had could also see where you were staying. But he just was like, wanted to know if you knew.
Arsehole way.
And I was just like thinking, so I had to go over and then be like, oh, this is the address. And he's like, yo, why doesn't your friend have it? And I was like, oh God, I don't know. That's my bad. Sorry. And he was like, started to go like, yeah, what if you go out and get drunk? How's he going to get home?
How unprofessional is that question? But what if you go out and get drunk?
I was like, what I really wanted to say was like, the last time you went on a holiday with your wife who planned the whole thing, did you fucking know where you were even going?
Yeah.
I was like, fuck off, hey. I was like, seriously.
When he said like, what happens if you guys go and get drunk and like you get split up? I wanted to say like, we don't drink. Like, why are you assuming we drink?
That's not an issue. It's literally not an issue.
He was like profiling us to 2 young guys with like tattoos who are going to go get drunk in LA.
I mean, fair enough. Like, we can't. I mean, he's probably just bored.
Yeah,
like,
I reckon he was bored, eh?
He must have just been
because there was
a
no
bit
people
bored.
there, so he's like, "Fuck, I'll take the piss out of this guy."
True. He's like, we need the line to be there for a minute. Like,
Yeah.
I need to get paid for what I'm doing. But yeah, the guy I had was just so chill, and he was like, "Yep, see ya." And I was stressing about America.
Oh, I was stressing too once I got there and he was interrogating me.
Yeah, it's just so fucking not. What's the point?
I know. But what that brings up is a wonderful meme that's going on the internet right now.
Yes.
I'm just a chill guy. And if you haven't seen it, I don't think we can explain it in any better way.
I'll say men love it.
Yeah.
Girls hate it.
Yeah.
And we just think that it's funny.
Yeah.
Like, I just think it is I think the excuse I'm a chill guy doesn't really work. It has like, I don't think it has any sort of
grounds to stand.
Yeah, no grounds, no validity or whatever the word is.
Merit, yeah.
But I just think this fucking trend is hilarious.
I think it's funny because it like highlights like just how dumb men are.
Yes. Yes.
So this is, I'm just a chill guy. When she calls you out for not taking enough photos, but you're just a chill guy living in the moment. See, I stand by that one.
It's a muscle that needs to be worked. Yeah. I will say it's a muscle that I really need to work on. Every guy's excuse is like, I just don't take photos.
Even we got back from LA and I looked at my camera roll on the flight home and I was like, it's a good trip, but didn't get enough pics.
I never really I don't ever like fully regret not having enough pics. I won't lie.
Oh, never.
I do remember it. Like, oh, that's a funny one though, because every guy's excuse.
But after a year, I don't remember.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
But also after a year, if I do have photos, I don't go look at them. Neither. Like, have you ever gone and looked at?
Unless I need something, no.
Like, yeah, the only time I ever go look at old photos is when I'm going to look for a photo I know I have of someone that I want to show, and then I just so happen to scroll across a holiday, and I'm like, oh, I might remember this now. So I guess it's good to have.
True.
Okay. When she texts you, baby, my head hurts, and you ask if she's drank any water because you're literally just a really chill guy that believes in hydration.
We do believe in hydration. It's the biggest cop-out answer, eh? Like anything could be going on in their body. And we're like, have you drunk enough water?
I've got really bad cramps, but have you had enough water? Yeah. We're sitting here acting like we fucking know what she's going through.
I saw a video and it's like how much water my boyfriend expects me to drink when I've got like period cramps or a headache. And it's like a 10-litre bottle of water. And she's there like chugging it.
Oh, fuck me. Okay, I think it's your turn.
I'm just a chill guy. When your girlfriend's mad at you because you said the wrong thing, but you're a chill guy who just likes to joke around sometimes.
Stupid! I think
around.
that's so stupid.
I just like to joke around, man. You ever just in one of those moods where you just like,
oh, fuck.
You say something, you're like, oh shit, I shouldn't
have
said that. Yeah, I shouldn't have said that.
It's a dangerous when you're in a relationship, right? And you guys are just having a little bit of fun and you're like having a bit of banter. And then she says something and then you're kind of like, oh, so I guess, gloves are off.
Yeah.
And you say something and then it's like that sound of the FaceTime when they hang up and she rolls over in bed because you've gone too far with the joke.
It's like you sucker punched her, eh?
Oh, fuck. And yeah, she just just goes silent straight away.
My girlfriend says, that's a line.
That's a line.
That's the line. It's like, how was I meant to know where the line was? Where's this line? I can't see it.
Our lines need to be in the same spot. You can't cross a line that would cross your line and then I'm not allowed to cross it.
I can't see your imaginary line. I'm just a chill guy.
Oh, okay. This is me, by the way. Okay. When your girlfriend's mad because you left her on red, but you're just a chill guy who thought he replied already.
No, that's relatable. You do that all the time. Sometimes it's hard because sometimes I think like, is he meant to reply or is he just like taking the time to do something? So sometimes I'm like, did you mean to reply?
Yeah.
Like, no, I was doing something.
Do you ever think about just sending a question mark?
Yeah. I never know of you, eh?
Oh, man.
Okay, this one is going to be good for you.
Okay.
When my girlfriend gets mad at me for tickling her, but I'm actually just a chill guy in a goofy mood.
It's the opposite. It's Beth is like when my boyfriend gets mad at me for tickling him, but I'm really just a chill girl.
Have you seen the chill girl like meme emoji?
Yes.
It's funny.
Wait, the internet has to be stopped. What the fuck? Also, my brain can't handle the amount of trends that are going on right now. There's 3 trends going on that I am obsessed with. This one, and we'll touch on some more later in the week, I think, because there is definitely space in the podcast for them.
My brain is going just... It's constant. When I was falling asleep last night,
it's a great time to spend my 10 minutes, aka 3 hours on TikTok before I go to bed. Okay, I got a good one here. When your girl is screaming at you for pushing her head under the covers because you farted and it smells like a dead badger, but you're just a chill guy with a dodgy stomach.
I think I had a fart one. The
fonts that I've chosen are just so fucking dumb.
Going off your fart one. When your girl is angry at you for stinking up the car, but you're really just a chill guy with an upset tummy. It really be like that sometimes.
It's like that TikTok you sent me. You know how there was a TikTok of a girl. She was like, "Oh, what am I going to get my girlfriend for Christmas?" Like she was mocking men.
Yeah.
And then she just goes, "Stop farting."
And you're like, no, never.
Oh, can't stop, won't stop. I cannot stop, will not stop.
The worst thing about you is your farts are like the worst timed ever.
Yes, I will admit that.
At least I'm considerate, and I'll do it and make it known when I'm doing it. We were like about to record, like, and Jake will
You won't make it known.
Jake would don't take over. Jake will just fart as soon as we're about to record, and we have to like wait another 2 minutes for the fucking smell to go away. At least I have etiquette when I fart.
You do not have etiquette when you fart.
I'll do it and come
I
up to
don't
you.
think that cupping it in your hand and throwing it in someone's face is considered etiquette.
But I don't do it right before we start, do I? I'll do it at the end when it's finished. That's called etiquette as a friend, mate.
When your girlfriend gets mad at you for being on your phone, but she was literally just on her phone, but you can't be mad at her because you're low-key just a chill guy. Gotta go with the flow on these ones, man.
Okay, here's a broad spectrum one.
Yeah.
I didn't want them to all be about relationships. When school was whipping my ass, but I remember I'm just a low-key guy who doesn't give a fuck.
Facts, by the way. Facts, bro.
Did you ever catch yourself out? You're at school and you're like, I'm so stressed. Like, I don't know how to fucking do this. And you're like, wait a second. Like, wait. Why do I care?
Fucking good point.
You're like,
What did school do for us?
This means nothing. Nothing.
What did school do for us?
Oh,
Like-
I can't even spell.
No, legit, bro. Legit. Patent that.
Patent that, patent that. Honestly, I don't even know what school. The only thing school did for us is like
Social.
communication skills.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I think that the worst thing they ever did was say to us in like maybe year 8 or year 9, like, 7 to 10. I think they were trying to say it to make us less stressed or something. I wasn't stressed in the first place.
7 to 10 doesn't matter.
But 7 to 10 doesn't matter. And in 11 and 12, it restarts.
Yeah.
And like universities only look at 11 and 12 grades. That was the worst thing they could have possibly said to me because 7 to 10 really didn't matter after that.
Your parents made you drop out.
and then
how bad you were
and then I
going.
finished year 10 and I left. Oh, fuck, okay. When my girlfriend gets mad after my third, but it's okay. I'm low-key just a chill guy who can't hear.
Yeah. Relatable. Huh? What'd you say?
What? Say again?
I'm watching a TikTok.
Oh, I'm saying? I found out actually, like if I'm laying on my left side, my right ear, I think is fucked.
Really?
But if I lift my head up, I can hear Beth better. Fuck. It's weird.
So you're going blind and you've lost hearing.
Yeah, I got glasses.
Jake got glasses, guys.
Oh,
Fuck, it's funny. Leave a comment if you guys want to see Jake wear glasses on an episode.
Talking about my glasses, did I tell you the first time I called my mum? My mum called me while I was wearing them.
Yeah.
And I was wearing them and I was editing, so I'd forgotten I had them on, obviously.
Yeah.
And the first thing she said to me was not hello. She was just like, she just lauged.
That's what I did too.
As soon as she saw them, she just laughed.
You look like a nerd. When you called me, I just started laughing. Like, who is this? Oh, you said my last one. I'm out.
Okay. Guys can relate to, and girls can relate to. When she gets mad at you for using her expensive shampoo, but you're just a really chill guy.
It should have been. It was just a really chill guy. Didn't know any better.
He didn't know any better. Yeah.
How was I meant to know it's $300?
Yeah, and who spends that much on shampoo, by the way?
Coles, $15.
Exactly. I've still got all my hair. Kinda.
That's the next thing to go, mate. Glasses, hearing, hair.
100%.
Give it another year, eh?
Flight to Turkey straight away.
We need to pre-record heaps of episodes so people still think you're cute.
I'm going to be honest. We're going to tell where we're going. Okay, I got a couple more. Me not complaining about my order that the waiter got wrong because I remember I'm just a chill guy.
Oh, that's relatable, way. That's the last thing I'll do on this planet. I'll wait like a solid 45 minutes before I complain.
True, yeah, I will. I'm patient. I'll wait a long time before I say, is there any chance you forgot?
Yeah.
Like, don't want to be rude.
Yeah.
But like, I'm paying for this.
I'm paying for this.
Oh, okay, I think I got two more. When she gets mad at me for being on the toilet for 30 plus minutes, I'm really just a chill guy in my chill guy spot.
That is Jake to a TA.
Okay, last one. When your girlfriend gets mad at you for not choosing what to eat, but you're just a chill guy who's okay with anything.
Oi!
That one's the most...
Patent that one, mate.
Patent
that one. Literally.
That is the most relatable thing. The nights when it's not a date is when I'm like chill guy, anything goes.
Yeah.
Because the nights when I'm planning a date, I'm obviously like, oh yeah, I'm not going to make her make any decisions. Like, you know, this is like I'm taking her on a date. But yeah, the nights where, you know, we were going to eat in and then maybe it's like, maybe we should get takeaway. Oh, what do you want? And it's like, oh, well, really, I don't care. Like anything.
It's
like anything, really. Like, I don't care.
any takeaway is good.
Yeah. Like the other day, I tried a new tactic. I try new tactics every now and then of what to say. And we were thinking about what to get for dinner. And Beth was like, well, what do you feel like? And I was like, I don't know. I'm not all that hungry yet. Like, I haven't really thought about it. Like, maybe just like name something you feel like and I'll see if I feel like it. Like, kinda. It didn't really work. I still end up having to make the choice.
Yeah.
So
fair.
I'll say any men listening, that one doesn't work.
Keep trying.
Keep trying.
Get back to us.
In the Facebook group about 2 days ago, Oddie, we had a dilemma and I thought it was like a great dilemma and I told you not to go read any of them because I wanted to bring this up.
I can do that.
And so it's a short dilemma, nice, short and sweet. Like we love that, blah, blah, blah. And then the reason I wanted to bring it up is because there was a response to it that was like I've never heard like more of a mic drop moment.
Blew you away to
It was crazy. So I wanted to read you the dilemma. And then I know the answer. So the answer that I'm about to read after it is my answer too.
Yeah.
Obviously, like I really agree.
You were
with it.
thinking
like,
that
I really
anyway,
resonate with it. Yeah, I really resonate with it.
Took the words out of your mouth, didn't it?
They did.
Yeah.
I was like, thank you for doing the work for me. Like I didn't have time to type it.
Yeah.
But so I'll read it to you and then
Let's see if
I see what you think.
I think the same thing, eh?
It says, baddies, I need advice. I just spoke to my boyfriend of 2.5 years and he said if he found out I had a threesome in my past, even before I met him, he'd break up with me. I haven't had a threesome, but it's more the principle for me. I was speechless when he said this and just want to hear your thoughts. Is this immature or is he entitled to his opinion? That's the whole thing.
That man is extremely immature and he's not confident in himself.
It's weird, isn't it?
My whole thing with dating is you're trying to get to know the person in front of you right now. And whatever they did in their past got them to this point where they are this beautiful person. Threesomes. Fucking
Foursomes.
Smoking weed, doing anal, fucking kissing girls, kissing boys, getting home, fucking at all hours of the night. Like, and that got them to this point in time. All these embarrassing things that happen in our lives happen for a reason. And I think, yeah, fuck him. That's a terrible thing to say to your girlfriend of 2.5 years.
Okay.
So if you love someone and they've had a threesome in the past before they even knew you, you'd be like, oh, fuck, well, this isn't special anymore. You've had a threesome.
It's funny you say that. Okay. I'm going to read you the response because it's a good time right now. So the response, and I would like to point out, if you're not in the Facebook group, this is the type of shit you get. Yeah. And the response is like the type of people that the baddies are. I think you're going to be very proud. So someone replied, it's not necessarily immature, as that implies he could grow out of it. And most with these views grow into it. And suddenly, even not being a virgin is an issue. But it shows you how deep his love isn't for you. And there's more. He can absolutely have his preferences for what he looks for in a person. But to say 2.5 years in that you're basically disposable, he ain't it. If he didn't express these views before, it sounds like he's gone down one too many rabbit holes on how women should behave. So this is probably just the tip of the iceberg.
As you said, Mike,
mate,
drop.
A fucking great response, eh?
I love that, hey.
I was reading it and I was like, whoa. Like Beth said, because I remember accepting it and she goes, oh, you should see the response on this. And I was like, oh, fuck.
How disposable your love is. 2.5 years.
2.5 years. And like, what makes him think like
he's acting like the only thing that I think is equivalent is if I found out like my girlfriend killed someone.
See, here's the thing. Like, I agree with you.
Yeah.
2.5 years in, if Beth was to say, I can trust you. I actually did this and got away with it. I'd be like, okay, you may not be who I thought you were. Yeah, but if she was like, I want to admit something, I've actually had a threesome before, I'd be like, I mean, okay.
I'd be like, was it fun?
I'd be like,
Give me
look,
the
I don't want to think about you having a threesome, but like, I'm not going to break up with you.
Honestly, I'd be like, well, I would give him shit, but I'd be like, thanks for telling me, like, you felt safe enough in our relationship to let me know.
It's so...
But he's acting like she killed someone.
I know. Yeah. It's so weird. And, like, thinking about it, you know, is it okay that what if he's had a threesome in the past and then she said that to him? Like,
no, he's a king, mate.
See, it's just...
He's a king.
It's not equal.
Yeah, no, it's not.
I've never
understood that, like, virginity, purity concept. I've never been able to grasp that. Because
no, it's not like a thing anymore.
But it is for some guys. Like, they think that if a girl slept with over, like, not virginity, but like over, I don't know, 5 people, that they're, in their words, a slut.
That's good point.
But they're not. They're just experiencing life. Like, sex is so fun. Orgasms are fun. Everybody should enjoy them. And if you've had a fuck ton of them before you met your boyfriend, good on you. You're still here in the same point you would have been anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't understand it, eh? Sex is fun. It's no longer...
Sorry. The funniest chill guy one I saw was one you sent me. And it was like, when she gets mad at me for finishing prematurely, but I'm just a chill guy who finishes quick sometimes.
I didn't think we could say that one, but we can now. We talked about it.
You know what also I have found out is girls don't ever really give a shit if you finish quick because it's a compliment.
Yeah, I was going to say, if anything, it's a compliment. Because they're sexy.
Yeah. There's no bigger compliment.
That pussy's got powers. It's got fucking powers on me, man.
But no, I'm not a big fan of like... You know, I think I've said before, like, I don't want to know body counts. I don't judge people that want to know them, but I judge people that think that whatever the number is changes the person.
Oh, yeah, it doesn't change them at all. I tell you what I love knowing.
What?
Is like, so we both don't know either of our partner's body counts, but some of, like you said, I don't judge, but some people do like to know that.
Yes, yes.
I like to see when some people we know lie about their body count. Straight to their girlfriend or boyfriend's face.
Yeah, and then we have to get caught in the lie.
And then as soon as they leave, I'm like, let me just count how many I know.
Yeah. Wait. You said 6.
Yeah.
I know of 10.
Yeah.
But how many do I not know of?
Exactly. Just like, it just brings up like things like that. It brings your friends into a shitty situation. Like, body count shouldn't mean a single thing.
And here's actually a question for you. So, what if your girlfriend, because I know we don't know, right? And again, like, there's no right or wrong. There's like, it's just whatever you feel. But if your girlfriend did say to you, like, oh, I really want to know. Like, I'm trying to think I think I would just tell the truth and like, I don't think it would like turn me off. Maybe in the past, I probably thought to myself it'd be a turn off if they really wanted to know. But I'm thinking about it now, like, if they really wanted to know, I don't think is it like that big of a deal?
I don't think it is. I do remember, this is relatable. Tell me if you were the same when you were growing up. Maybe like when I was 17, 18, like you got with a girl or you were seeing someone and then it petered out and like you weren't dating, but you no longer were seeing each other.
Yeah.
And then they would sleep with someone else and like they'll give you that weird feeling in your stomach. Mm-hmm. And like I kind of thought that would be the same feeling knowing what someone's body count was because they've slept with like other people.
Yep.
But like, what in the dilemma she said like immaturity because that means you can grow out of it. I kind of just grew out of that and realized like it's a part of life to sleep with other people.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was not an attack on me that she's sleeping with someone else. It was just like that's a part of life.
Yeah, like because when you think about it, okay, let's say like my girlfriend told me a number that I thought was quite high, right? And I felt weird about it, and I was like, But then, you know, like, what if my number was very close to the same?
Yeah.
She also has every right to feel iffy about it, but also you say to yourself, yeah, but I've also slept with like that many people. Like it's so weird to me.
Also, like, what's the difference between like deeping it even further, making like a statistic out of it? Say you've slept with 12 people.
Yeah.
What if you had a boyfriend for a year?
I was just about fuck. We have the same brain,
and you got dicked down 3 times a week for a year.
Where yeah. So that's such a good point.
Yeah.
So it's like, would you prefer someone's body count to be, say, 15, or would you prefer them to have one boyfriend and have had sex with them like 1,000 times?
Yeah.
Like 15 different people once each time, or one boyfriend like 1,000 times, and you know they remember a lot of those times.
See, here's the problem. These guys saying these things that they care about body count don't really understand what they're saying. They just have this like misogynistic mindset where they're like, no, like 6 and more is shit. And they don't really deep that like anything about it, that sex is a part of life and it's enjoyable. Like, I'm glad fucking my partner's got to have sex before me and have orgasms, try different things, different positions, different dicks.
Because that means they can tell me what works for them.
Well, and they know what they like and they like me. Like, I feel like there's some type of like niceness in knowing they've got to experience as much as life as possible before me, and now they're comfortable and happy with me, rather than being a virgin and never had sex before and I'm all they know. Like, they've experienced all the fruits of life and now we're in love.
You'd almost prefer actually them to have experience and then come to you and be like, oh no, this is my favorite. Yeah. Instead of you be the first one and then, like you say, them be like, oh, well, what does other stuff be like?
Yeah, you have that in the back of your mind. You're like, I wonder what someone else would feel like. I wonder what hugging or kissing someone else would feel like.
But they don't need to wonder that if they've had that already.
Yeah, which is a very good thing about life. And I think that gives a sense of security in a relationship.
Yeah. Any men listening, I would like to quickly actually point out, if there is any men listening that do give shit about body count, I doubt they're listening to this podcast.
All 12 of you.
But if there's any men listening that do give a shit about body count, message us. So how can they get in contact with us? Is it even possible?
Email. No, yeah, email us.
You can email us. Yeah, email us that you give a shit and why you give a shit, and we'll decide whether or not it's valid.
We won't get a single email.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to get a single email. Okay.
Or you can join the Facebook group.
Okay. Join Facebook group. And you can be anonymous.
Yeah.
You can be all anonymous and we can approve it. Like, doesn't matter. So you can be all anonymous. So you're not going to get any hate. And then, females that have gone through something similar to the girl that wrote that dilemma, same thing. Go join the Facebook group, Relatables Baddies Club Unite. Well, no, just Relatables Baddies Unite on Facebook. And then maybe say your same thing. Like, what was the guy's reason? Other than the fact that, like, because every guy's just going to say, like, oh, that's fucked that you have this body count. Oh, that's fucked that you had a threesome. But there's no other reason than the fact that they just don't like the thought that you've done it and that they probably haven't.
I think it just shows they're insecure in themselves and their ability in bed.
Yeah.
Like, that's all it shows.
It's weird.
Yeah, it's the weirdest concept.
Now, if she did it while she was with you, then you can break up with her.
Yeah. But it's talking about, like, we've talked about it before, like, growing up. Like, that's all teenage boys are exposed to. We talk about, like, body count. You've had 1, you've had 2, and then we talk about girls when she's like, oh, she's had so many, I don't want to sleep with her. And, like, luckily for Jake and I, we got out of that, like, boyish, like, manly man fucking group.
Yeah.
Like, we weren't ever really in one, but I know plenty of them like that.
I do also think it had something to do with probably, like, the houses that we grew up in, like, the households. Because we have friends that we were, like, would consider, like, great friends that gave a shit, not how big a girl's body count was, but just how big their own was. Like, they would try and get that number up.
Yeah.
But I've never once been, like, hungry. Like, I've never wanted to chase just to get their body count up.
I think that's, like, props to the females in our lives, because someone came up to us the other day, or me, and said, like, oh, do you have a sister? Do you have sisters? Like, why do you think this way? And I was like, oh, no, I've only got one brother, but I think that's, like, props to my mum for the way I was brought up.
True, yeah. And your brother's also just a chill guy.
He is just a chill guy. But same with you. You've got sisters.
I got sisters. I think having an older sister's the best.
Mum, stepmom, and, like, it's a props to, like, it's such a simple concept that, like, they're just equal.
Yeah.
Like, there's, like it's just gender shouldn't matter, like, race shouldn't matter. It's just, everything is equal no matter what. It's just, it's funny how they're, like, people think they're better or they deserve better than someone else, or they're allowed a body count and someone else isn't allowed one. Like,
it's weird.
I don't get it.
I have a kind of nearly a confession I think.
We had 2 confession sessions last week, mate.
We had 2 confession sessions last week. This is a confession of like, I don't know if I've ever like, so, okay, well, I think compared to other guys, we're decent at talking about our feelings, like with each other, right? Mm-hmm. So like with each other on the podcast in this like safe space, I do think that we're decent at it. Nowhere near perfect, obviously. And Beth actually, she just like suggested, she said, I have something that could be a good deep topic, right? And it was like just like a one-liner quote that we could then go into. And when she said it, I was like, holy fuck, that's me. Okay? And it is, so, a man who ignores his own feelings will eventually ignore yours too. And as soon as she said it, I was like, I said to her, I was like, oh, that's me.
Really?
It is, and it is me. Like, it actually is. And like, Beth and I have had conversations about it, and it's something that I, like, really, really want to work on. And I don't know why I'm like that, apart from maybe, you know, societal norms or upbringing, like young childhood. Like, I don't actually know, but I think wanting to just like confess that I do bottle shit up and I don't like deal with every feeling that I have that's good or bad, you know, because to me it's unhealthy, but a lot of the time it is a lot easier to maybe like if someone's done something that hurt my feelings, but I know they didn't really mean to hurt my feelings, instead of actually just like, you know, saying it. And so then they know for next time, I find it a lot easier. I admit, like, I find it so much easier to just be like, oh, they probably didn't mean it anyway. Like, I'll let it slide. Shit like that.
Confrontation.
Yeah, like, I'm not a fan of facing that the feeling I'm feeling is actually what I'm feeling, because I can ignore it pretty easy. And so, yeah, that was my confession, is that I do think that.
What about the second part of that? Do you think that eventually you'll start to ignore your partner's feelings?
I do.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So I don't know how. Well, I don't understand.
And so, like, if, like, say, like, it's something that I, like, 100% do. Like, if Beth brings up something that's serious, that's, like, a hard topic to bring up, and we have a serious conversation about it, I don't know how to, like, I just don't know how to handle it most of the time.
Right.
Like, I don't know what, like, to do. So I kind of will just, like, I'll listen, and I think I'm doing the right thing by listening, but I don't do anything. So that's like, and that's just like me being open and honest. Like, that's like something that I need to work on. Like, because the thing that made me think that when she said that to me was like, I was like, oh, obviously I know I don't handle my own feelings well, because I know that I'm dismissive.
Yeah.
And so I was thinking, like, fuck, I feel like that, like, applies to me to a certain extent.
No, I understand that. When you're listening to these problems from your partner, are they problems you caused or problems in the world?
I would say both.
Okay, both.
Yeah.
Okay.
Definitely
Because
problems
I was also going to say, like, listening is the best thing to do sometimes. You
You
don't necessarily ever have to do anything other than listen for a lot of the time.
Yeah, I actually watched a TED Talk on it about how to feel your feelings.
Really?
Yeah. And the guy, he said that, so he's like a psychotherapist, and it's not all the time do you need to, like, have an answer. And he told a couple different scenarios, right? And, like, so let's say I'm feeling like I need to get, like, a lot better at voicing it. Like, I just don't ever voice it. And I bottle it up. So, like, let's say one day I am feeling anxious. If Beth was to ask me how I'm doing that day, I would just say, like, yeah, I'm having a good day.
Oh. Right.
Even if I am feeling genuinely anxious. I will never, ever, ever tell anyone. I have no idea why. Like, I sometimes will mention it to you if I have a little anxious morning. And then, so let's say I build up the confidence to just be like, oh, I am anxious. Apparently sometimes it's like, she doesn't need an answer, but all she needs to it's just like one thing that can help apparently is, like, if she's just like, you know, okay, I hear you, and, like, I know what that feels like. You know, like I've been anxious before. And just like knowing that she knows how I feel and she's feeling what I feel is like apparently supposed to be a super comforting thing. And the fact that it's not going to be fixed straight away. And then I was like, yeah, fair enough. Fuck. And like, I just went to like a deep dive on it this morning and I was like watching videos and shit.
No, I think that's 100% right. I wouldn't have gone to the fullest extent of saying like, I hear you. Like there's something beautiful in just like venting and having someone listen and saying like,
Yeah.
like, yeah. No, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like just voicing like you just did just then, like be just completely listening and being like showing that I'm listening is enough for like me if I'm trying to be the one venting.
Yeah.
But no, that's mad interesting. Hey,
and everyone's different, obviously, but
I don't relate that much.
no.
Not really. Like I'm lucky enough to be in a like mindset and position that I don't often get that sad.
No.
Or I don't often get that anxious. But when I do, like I tell the people around me who care. Like the other day when we went to LA, the first 2 nights I was mad anxious for some reason. And I don't know why. I was just like sleeping in a different time zone. I don't know. The Airbnb was wigging my head out. I couldn't put my finger on why I was anxious, but I was. But I woke up that day. I told you.
Yeah, you
I was
told
anxious.
me straight away, yeah.
And when I couldn't fall asleep, I texted my girlfriend and said, like, I'm so anxious right now. I don't know what's going on.
Really?
Yeah, like straight up.
Yeah. See, like I would never do that.
Really?
Nah. And I don't know why.
Yeah.
Beth, she has done nothing to make me feel like she wouldn't be fully supportive in that situation. And I know she would be. But to me, something about, like, it's almost like it makes it a real thing when someone else knows.
Yeah, true. Do you feel like it's just like your problem and you shouldn't burden other people?
Maybe. I think I should go to therapy. I don't know. But it's just like something that I've noticed more recent.
I think that's relatable for like so many men is just like, before having a partner in their life, like you went through, I don't know, 16 years before you had a partner on and off for a while. But like our coping mechanisms have always been like, I know this is going to go away, or like, this isn't that big of a deal. Like if I voice it, it's going to be a big deal. Like I don't want to make a big deal out of it. Yeah. I don't like confrontation. I don't like talking about my feelings.
I don't think it's a big deal.
Yeah.
So I don't think it should be a big deal.
Yeah. And that's definitely how like all men are brought up, where I think, especially we always talk about like when we want to be dads, like my parenting style, especially if I have kids, like is going to be more like girls are so normal to cry and talk about it from a young age and be like, why are you crying? And everything like that. And I think there's just been this weird, I don't know, mishappen in parenting where like when boys cry, like toughen up.
Yeah.
Like that wasn't that you shouldn't be crying after that.
Yeah, don't cry from that.
I think it stems from that. Like
I mean it does, it probably does. It has to, really.
Yeah, and it's just your coping mechanism from all this life experience of all these problems you've had in the past and you've dealt with them by yourself. You don't feel like you need to burden anyone else. You don't need to do anything else or anything like that. But
yeah, and I think it's just something that I would like really like to work on, because like let's say like Joanna or someone, like they bring up maybe something like a way I'm making them feel, and then I listen, and then I don't want to like go through that conversation again, so I don't like bring it up again to check how it's going, which is like very unhealthy, and I am noticing that and like getting called out on it, which is like good. And when you get called out on it, you're like, I'm kind of like, fuck, like, I just feel like I'm doing everything wrong. But at the same time, it's like, I need this because I'm just going to be the same way I always have been. And I'm not going to change because I'm not just going to grow out of it.
No.
It's more of a thing of like, if I was going to grow out of it, I would have grown out of it by now. Because I'm like, nearly 25, frontal lobe, fully developing, whatever. Like I would have grown out of it by now. And I have a feel like the way I want to look at it is more of like, it's a muscle. And like, it's going to be shit to bring up hard conversations, but just like bringing it up, I guess, is like the first step. Because once it's brought up, then that person is like going to bounce off, and then they'll open you up. Like
I think you're taking the first step, which is the most important, is that you want to change because you're seeing the impact on your relationship and the person you love the most. And like, although you're not good at it, you're doing research, you're looking into TED Talks, and like you want to change. And I think that's more important than anything. So like, it's just time.
Yeah. Yeah. I was like umming and ahhing whether I wanted to bring it up today, but I was like, I think it's like, because like Beth said that topic and just like as a thing that we could talk about. But I was just like, fuck, it just so much applies to me. I can't not be honest, and just like, I was like, I have to just say that.
Well, I think that's good to have your mindset as well, because like a lot of boys would be like, a lot of men would be like, that's just the way I am.
See, yeah, facts.
Like
but you don't have to be.
Yeah, you don't have to be. And like, I think that's props to you as a person, is like, you're realizing the impact on your relationship, which you value so much. And you're like, I can change here. And you're using like things work, like muscle, how you've built muscle. You're like, I've got to train this like a muscle to get better at it.
Yeah.
Whereas a lot of guys just be like, here's a beer. Nah, that's just how I am, mate. Feelings, that's for fucking pussies, mate.
Yeah, it's weird, eh? It's and like, yeah, I don't know. I just was thinking about it more, and I was like, fuck, like it's just, unfortunately, it is something that needs to be done, eh?
I also think like I'm also not perfect.
No, I mean, no one is.
There's certain moments where like what resonated with me was like, I'll have a tough conversation, and then rather than bringing it up again, I'll be like, oh, no, it's probably good.
Yeah, see, like, I'll just assume that it's fine.
Yeah.
Which is, like, quite rude, to be honest. Like, it is really rude to just not bring it up. And, like,
I do that.
To have them, like, to have them need to bring it up again. Like, I'm trying to think, because I am so good at dismissing stuff. I never bring stuff up. So, basically, it seems like I never have an issue, you know?
Yeah.
It's like I'm not a human. Whereas, let's say, just something that may not be a big deal to you or Joanna or Beth, if I was to bring it up, and like you guys hear me, and then if I need to bring it up again, that would feel like shit. It's like you would prefer someone to check in and be like, "Oh, how is that going?" And it would just go, it would go a long way. So it goes both ways. Like I need to bring shit up when I'm feeling it, but also if someone brings up something with me, I need to be like, I need to learn how to like almost feel what they're feeling, and just so I appreciate the fact that they brought it up with me and that it was a hard thing to do, and then remember to be like, oh, how is that going?
I think that's a takeaway for me as well, because it takes a certain amount of strength to bring up a tricky conversation the first time.
Yeah.
And if I'm not doing my part in the relationship to check in on that, it takes a stupid amount of strength to bring it up twice.
The second time's worse.
Yeah, so it's like, fuck, my half of the relationship should be checking in, shouldn't it?
Don't even get me started on the third time.
Yeah.
That doesn't end well.
Exactly.
But yeah, so I mean, I think it's kind of nice to like be open and just like, obviously we're not perfect. Yeah. And
I guess you're just a chill guy, man.
I'm just a chill guy.
Yeah.
And that's so,
Maybe
and the thing about this chill guy meme as well is kind of like, I think it's hilarious, obviously, because we can relate to it.
Yeah.
And you know, like the world just being super chill would be great for us.
Yeah.
But like, also I kind of thought, I don't want to give this chill guy thing, like, I want to really make sure it's a joke.
Yeah.
And like that we think it is a joke, and that like, you know, it's not just a chill thing to maybe not remember to reply to your girlfriend like every time. You know, if you do it once every now and then, like that's fair. You did just forget. But just like all those different things, like
you want to platform it for the right reasons.
Yeah, exactly. You want to platform it because you think it's a joke that every time a guy does something, he's like, yeah, but I'm just a chill dude. Like I'm just going with the flow. Like it's fucking dumb.
Yeah, it is dumb.
So yeah, I guess pretty full circle moment, but
yeah. Well, I think we're going to call this episode, I'm Just a Chill Guy.
Fair enough. I'll give it that. I'm just a chill guy, and then in brackets, or am I?
Well, to finish off the episode, Jake, do you want to piss off some chill men?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I do want to piss off some chill men. Completely forgot about this.
Didn't get that one, did he?
Completely forgot about this.
He's got 101 ways to piss men off.
Hey, this is a good one, too. 101 ways to piss men off. Page 12. Okay. So the bottom says, if this is not true when you say it, it will be by the time you've finished speaking.
Yeah.
And you say to a man, quote, you seem to be having a lot of feelings right now. I couldn't hear that.
You seem to be having a lot of feelings
I
right now.
could not hear that. Hashtag, if a woman says it, hashtag women in male fields.
Yeah. Coming up soon. We love ya.
See ya.
Hey, 5-star this shit.
5-star this shit. Go to Patreon. Patreon's even better. I'll just go try it. I promise it's better.
Oh, I found out. I'll put the link in this episode. You can listen to Patreon episodes on Spotify.
Oh, right. Okay. And it just takes you to like a different...
Yeah. It just takes you to a different page on Spotify.
Oh, so you just go pay on Patreon and then you can have them literally on. So you can stay on the Spotify app and listen to
it's just a different page. We thought that you could get them all on our Relatables page you're listening right now, but it's just a separate page. But I'll link it. So if anyone on Patreon wants to listen on Spotify, so you're still on the Spotify app.
Love that.
Bob's your uncle, but you can't get video episodes on there. So you got to go Patreon for video episodes.
That's all right. A lot of people like to listen anyway.
Yeah, in the car. If you're driving right now, don't crash. See ya.